So the United States government wants you to open up your house and let these young Muslim military, Hispanic, Hamas, communist folks that come from Africa and overseas. They want you to open up your home and let these strangers in who openly hate this country that we live in. Michigan has put out a report. The governor wants you to, I've seen it in other states, want you to, I mean, are they really serious? These same people are not going to take people into their house either. Lead by example, which they probably won't do. Kind of like the people up there in Flint, all the people in leadership in government didn't want to drink the water when they saw how brown it was. But yet you want everybody to partake in this corruption, because you're about making money. Now they want everybody to take in these illegals. Now, the bomb threat yesterday, Brother Yokas was on the plane that had the bomb threat on it. Prayed for the brother, texting him. Him and his wife was on his way. I believe they were on their way to California. Then they had to stop in Chicago. Chicago and New York has been known to turn their airports into Airbnbs. Some fool yesterday took a thing of lipstick and wrote on the mirror, bomb threat. Then he put the lipstick, I don't know if he or she put it back in the bag, but the dog got involved, the K9. They sniffed out the bag where the lipstick came from. So that was, it could have been worse, but it was just somebody running a prank. So we're being invaded right now on every front. Okay, naturally, spiritually, financially, health-wise, we are suffering an invasion. Okay. Holy Spirit in your cup will help you see that invasion. Let's get to the word. Let's put the word to the issue. Okay? Let's put it to the issue. And here's one that really speaks to what's going on in regards to how we feel about this new thing about letting people in your home, turning airports into Airbnbs, okay? Now, there's a parable that Jesus talked about in verse 43 of Matthew 24, and we're watching. Watch, therefore, that you know, for you know not the hour of the Lord, that the hour that he will come, because people are not watching. We're watching a whole lot of other things, but we're not watching the way we should be watching to know not the hour of the 2, 3, 4, but the hour of what's going on in the world. Here's verse 43, and it says this, but know this, that if the good man of the house had have known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. A lot of people are going to do this. They're going to allow the thief to come in and live with them and their daughters and their wives. And while you at work, these criminals, these illegals is jumping up and down on your wife and your daughter, breaking up your home. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Okay? This is a disaster. If the good man, so there is no good men as far as leaders in this country, because the bad ones have let these thieves in to break up the country on purpose. Okay? That's the whole goal, is to break up the country on purpose. We want to tear it down from the inside. How do you do that? You let undesirables in. Now we got the cojones, we got the grapefruit to ask you to let these jokers come stay in your house. We're not the ones that let them in the country in the first place. Why do you want me to let people who are not vetted, you don't know where they come from, And most of the time, if you are a God-fearing individual, these people coming in as Muslims, they don't like your God. They hate everything about you. That's why they've been let in. But yet, if I'm not the good man in the house and I'm not watching, I'm going to let these people in. Are they going to give you a check? And here's the thing they're going to do. They're going to give you a monthly check to let these people come in like you do foster kids, foster children. And people are going to sell out for the do-re-mi. Because you're not watching. You're watching, but you're asleep to what's going on. The headlines are about to be super brutal. So if we're going to break this country down and destroy the country, let's see how many people we can con into letting these people in their house. Okay. 20 million of them. Okay. Spread out throughout all the country. And now you talking about, oh, we want you to house them. For what? What diabolical plan is that? What common sense would say, I'm going to let this fool in my house, a bunch of them, and then you've already given them phones, so they're going to be on the phone with their people. So when the man of the house leave and ain't nothing home but the females, guess what's getting ready to happen? Guess what's getting ready to happen? Okay. Extreme violence is getting ready to overtake this country, and that is where we get into that second seal. When it is open, they will be given the power to kill each other. And then the great sword is going to come too in that same verse. So civil war and world war. Civil is going to be even worse because this is how you're going to break this country down. That's why they're pumping that movie out there. Okay. So when I saw that about opening up your home, letting these illegals in, more than likely they're going to con you into doing it by giving you a big fat check. And I'm going to let you in, and I'm going to let you sleep under the same roof with my daughters and my wife. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Why don't you put a uniform on them and ship them on over there overseas and let them fight? Tell them if they want a citizenship and get a big old house, they got to go fight. So if you want to play ball, let's do it the way David did. Because when David wanted something from somebody, what did he do? He put you on the front line without any weapons and had you killed on purpose. So if you want to take care of the issue, don't let them in the first place. But I see why Christ wrote that. Not only is that a political thing, but you could also look at that as a needle thing. You could look at that as a money thing. You let the stranger in, the thief in, because you've dumbed us down so tough. Now we don't even realize what we're doing. We wasn't paying attention. You wasn't watching. Now your home is broke up. All for a check. All for some money. Okay? That's where we are today, folks. This is how you bring down the country. This is how you tear down the moral fabric of a country as well. Okay? What did they say? They said, let the seed infection spread all throughout and downplay it like it's not a problem. And then when it gets so congested, then we're going to say we're in a pandemic. It's a plan, and they're going to make a demic out of it. Okay? 20 million soldiers and 20 million new demon crap voters. Think about that, folks. And invaders in your home. Times is getting tight, and we should know by watching, this is where we are, folks. This is where we are. This is what life has come to. Okay? The onslaught of purpose sabotage of this country by whoever's wearing the Joe Biden mask. So we can put the word to any issue in the world, and the Bible will tell you exactly what you're looking at. Think about that. Next time you see something and it don't sit right in your spirit, ask the Lord to give you a verse for it, and he'll take you right to the scriptures. Peace.